Your addiction to social media is taking away your life, but not simply because you're wasting your time, but because you believe you're actually not wasting your time. Allow me to explain. If you've clicked on this video, you'll likely understand that social media is very, very addictive, but you probably don't know why that is. Well, the key lies in a certain chemical within our brains, which is dopamine. Essentially, what dopamine does is that whenever we do an action that provides a good result, dopamine is released into our brains to make sure we want to do it again. Like say if we had a nice cool drink of water, our brain's going to release dopamine in our system, and we're going to think, oh, that tastes very good. But the problem is that these pricks in the social media companies have taken this wonderful gift from God and turned it into a chain of slavery. Because whenever we open up these apps, we are just inundated with content. Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Dexter, facts about history, anime clips, you name it, social media has it. And since those sources are giving us so much dadgum dopamine, our brain is continually going back to these things, keeping on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until our brains become totally numb. Fortunately, since God is a brilliant designer, He has designed our dopamine receptors in a way where if we get too much dopamine in our brains, then the receptors begin to dull themselves to the oncoming flow. The problem is when you get natural dopamine from real life situations, like going for a walk or reading a book, it just don't feel as good as it used to. Hence why something as simple as reading the Bible can be such a boring task. Because it just doesn't give the same level of stimulation to our monkey brains. So what are we meant to do? Well, here's a little thing that's helped me quite a bit. If you have something really important you want to do, or a really cool hobby you want to try out, you take your phone, go to another room, put it up somewhere, turn it off, and leave it for several hours. Then you can pour all of your mental energy into the work you want to get done. Now, believe it or not, this actually works like crazy. I recall one time I had a test I had to do in college. And I decided, you know what? I don't need to distract myself with this. So I left my phone in the car and I spent 2 whole days studying for it. And when the time for the test came, instead of floundering about not knowing what to do, I simply glided my way through. It felt much easier than any other time I had taken a test. See, when you get rid of the source of the distraction, focus becomes much easier. And that can really involve anything in your life. And you can also extend this to junk food, TV, video games. Just take those and put them out of the equation entirely. And focus on what truly matters. Like the important test you have to take. Or the cool project you're working on. The YouTube channel you've been doing. Or most important of all, your relationship with the Almighty. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.